Well, they call me Army Chris, and I ride a 2002 Honda Shadow ACE. My family, uncles, they had motorcycles growing up. They were part of different clubs back in the days, making like choppers and stuff like that from Brooklyn to the Bronx. Just getting the feel of that and seeing that is like getting on a motorcycle and it's just like a stress reliever. Instead of taking medication or drinking, get on the bike and cruise. That's what it does. I've been riding for about 30 years now. This Shadow, I had it since 2020. The other Honda Shadow I had since 2018. This is my second project bike. My first project bike, me and my son also built, was a 2000 Honda Shadow ACE. The theme for that's where I started the creation of the Zero Fighters dedicated to Japan, Pearl Harbor, Midway, was in 2018. I built that bike all outside behind my building complex. Painting, and when it rained, I wet sand, all that stuff, painting, doing everything, retransforming that bike. It took me 2 months and a half all outside, no garage, no sponsors, or nothing. So my motorcycle club is called New Era MC. We also have New Era Auto Club and Social Club. New Era was started over 18 years ago with a few guys that were veterans. We started the club from Maine, and then from there it branched out to where we at now with about 46 states and 14 countries. We have people that sign with us that have cars, bikes, and just love the flow of what we do and what we're about, from charity work, toy drives, food drives, the blood drives, giving back to the homeless, which we do every Wednesday in the city. What made me create it was to be a positive image in the MC world. You know, I had uncles and family members that I grew up with that were in the MC world that I just carried the legacy on a positive note. Our slogan is New Era sets the tone. We set the tone in a positive way and a positive image. So some of the patches we have is people that have passed away. Some of the contracts that we're connected to or organizations we have supported, like St. Jude's. We have autism, which I have the puzzle pieces all around. There's another Warrior organization we help out, which is on one of the sides. There's some cool patches that people have gave me, that represents motorcycles with like the engines and stuff like that. You have to also be careful too. You can't just put any patch on your vest. You have to be careful because different laws, different clubs, territories will get you in trouble. So most of our color is always burgundy and gray. If somebody passes away or have somebody as a remembrance or cases, we get it in our colors burgundy and gray. At night, our patches light up. They are reflective material. It's a safety thing. So nobody can say, oh, you didn't see that motorcycle, you didn't see him. His patch is lit up. I drew the clown freehand. And then you find out later on with friends and people that's been with me for so long saying the clown looks like me. And we really look at it. The clown, I created because it has to be a positive image. You cannot go and do a charity event or something with schools or stuff like that and you have a negative image, skulls or weapons or crazy negative stuff. So I made this logo to be a positive image where kids can see it, they laugh about it, they like it, Oh, there's a clown, stuff like that. And the reason why I don't put no territory and stuff like that, because everybody tries to do territory, I don't do it. It says brotherhood. The reason why I say brotherhood, that's what it is. We have brothers all around the world. Now all the time we need to have a vest on, off. Like, who's real brothers? Who can you call at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning if something happens? Who's gonna step there? My whole thing is if I'm on my team, we go out somewhere, we come back, I will go to sleep last to make sure everybody got home safe, to make sure I got that call, everybody's good. I don't want to be the one to make that phone call, to call somebody's loved one, like, we lost this person because such and such. You know what I'm saying? Life is too short, and I mostly carry the club more in a different aspect because my brother, he was killed in 08 on Thanksgiving Day. He was in the auto club world, and he didn't even get to wear his patch for his own club called Most Famous Crew and Club. I buried my brother with his very first vest of his club. So, that took a toll because back in the days, me and my brother did the auto club scene heavy. Everybody knows us, and everybody knows Most Famous Fangs, So me having this on there, my brother's on my bike, is on the front fender, it says RIP Most Famous Fangs. That's my brother. So wherever I ride, he's riding with me, Tell you the truth, it's always been like something that I saw as a kid, legacies are legacies for different people, different clubs, or in different areas of your life, different, parts of the world. But I know from living in New York, you always heard of Hell's Angels. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, you learn about other clubs and stuff like that, the history, whatever the case is. Everybody wants to be in a club, but not everybody want to be a tough guy. Nobody want to be the bad guy. Sometimes you can be a good guy. It's okay to have a vest and be a good guy. We all get judged. That's one. Whether you a good guy, you be in the military, or you have some people are cops, lawyers, stuff like that, you all get judged on the negative perspective. Once you put on a vest. Another aspect is the reason why we have our vests are gray and burgundy is to keep us away from the outlaw world. Because when you wear a black vest, you're in that lane. But when they see a gray or black vest, they confused, like, oh, what? They can see patches, but everybody's always looking for a black vest. You get what I'm saying? So I say a few years ago, I'm like, yo, we're gonna go gray and burgundy. That's it. No black vests. We stay neutral, do what we gotta do, and we're independent. We show everybody love, we show everybody respect. There ain't nothing we don't need to deal with anybody in any aspect. We're good people, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you have people that left out of our club bad. You got people that go with mouth off, but that happens in all clubs because they don't get stuff their way or their egos get to their head. I have so many family members and brothers that I know growing up that are diamonds all around, like almost around the United States and all over the world. I have people that I know in Japan. I know people in the UK. Different people because I carry myself productively in a nice way, in a good way. I got the second Honda Shadow. I wound up buying it. It was 2020. I brought the bike during COVID. I brought the bike. I had everything blacked out, and from learning from the first build, which took me 2 months and a half, I wound up pre-ordering everything. And it took me, and one of my guys, he does pinstripes, like painting and stuff, right? The first time I built this bike was in 8 days. I went to work, after work, went to the shop, started working on it. Even several times broke night. Sometimes I only slept for an hour, then went to work, did it for 8 days. This bike has been rebuilt about 3 times. Hit a pothole in the city, then after I finished fixing it, somebody ran over my shit. You know, a lot of kids love that bike. They like to see it when kids come up to my bike. I have special like samurai ninja stickers, something that goes with the Japanese culture. I give him a sticker, but mostly for my son. You know, he's 15 now. He helped me build the green one. Now he helped me build the white one. And to see it win awards and go to those places, get interviewed and get requested to places, he freaking loves that, you know. But it's just because of him, you know, building the bike and he putting his sense into it. Me teaching him how to get his hands dirty, not just all about video games. And he's driven to do that, to learn things more. Escalate his levels on how to build a bike because he could maybe do it futuristically. You know, I take him to classic car shows, motorcycle shows. So he's in that limelight. He's been in the MC world for a long time. Like Christmas time, I dress up as Santa and I go around with candy canes and give it out to the kids around 42nd Street, New York, or anywhere I see kids at. I dress up as Santa Claus just for like that week or weekend, just to give it out to the kids so they can believe Santa. Like my bike looks like a sled, even though it's Japanese. Future plans on the bike even more is it's gonna have white wall tires, a little touch up on a few things. You have to pay attention to every detail of that bike, leading all the way down to the tops of the valve covers. You know, not everything you could copy. Nobody can make that bike. Both of my Zero Fighters are one of none. I'm known for that. One of none. You can't make a replica of that. People can find me on Instagram. The Instagram is called New Era Worldwide INC. That's our Instagram. Also connected to our Facebook page. To find us even our YouTube channel, The Chronicles of New Era. My shop, New Era Building Customs. My message to the world is live positive, live respectfully, respect everybody's opinion, no matter what it is, even if wrong or right. Stay a good person. Don't be a shitty person. If you can help to be kind, be on a kind to a certain level, but don't be kind to the devilish people. Just keep your distance from those people because they still gonna stay that way. If you could put a little positive info into the world with people and friends with family or kids, do that because that seed spreads on to everything else. So everybody be truthful with stuff, not lie about stuff, and get off social media. Stop listening to what the world is saying. What do you have to say? Is it positive? You know, be real, be very authentic with your words and stuff like that because that goes a long way. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, whether you like it or not. I wasn't raised like that. You know, I think everybody in the world, because if you it's like we go to the show, everybody get a fucking participation trophy and ribbon? No. This people builds is like crap. Like why everybody gotta get it if I put like 10 grand into my bike or 15 grand in the cars, whatever the case is? No, you have to be tough into the of life to build yourself up because if you just keep getting a ribbon, there's no building right there. You won. No, you have to take criticism. If you can't take criticism, you can never level up. You want to level up to a great person, a better person as maybe an entrepreneur, a boss, or a builder, whatever the case is. Of course, I'm not like everybody else, but my bike stands out for itself. It's not to crap on nobody, but I stay in my own lane into my own build that's on a different scale. You know, and I appreciate the people that I've met, the sponsors, the new friends, the new people that talk about my build. The one thing I mess up on my bike is I don't have my Instagram or my scan on there because people have wrote good stories about my bike and taking awesome videos and pictures, you know? And like I said, the whole biggest thing is to be positive. Be positive, be right, but be with truth. Don't be with the fake. Don't push fake stuff out there. Be real on all aspects. And the world needs to disconnect from social media. People are going retro now. You know, once you do all that, I think everybody will be more humble than they used to be. Now everybody's always at war or have a problem with each other because of something or a post. Nah, get off that. Go drink a beer, go get a burger, go get fries, make a move, make a friend, on a positive aspect. That's it. And what you got to come down to it now too, just leave politics out of it. Even if you find out what the politics are of people, don't talk about it. You know, whether you deal with each other or not, the friendship needs to carry on, because I've seen so many friends lose each other over, especially with politics. But be kind. You know, also walk the path of whatever religion you are. Don't force it on nobody else, and go from there. You know, and that's the biggest, the greatest thing is in life is, yeah, everybody says be kind, but you have to put emphasis on it. Be kind when you need to, and if you gotta be an asshole, be an asshole. That's it. Because one way or another, you gotta talk different languages to different people for them to understand. You're welcome.